Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will put total weather to crank us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So South Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
On third down, he drops to throw. A little screen to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. to the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Give to the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space.
He's got it! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got it. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And, guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Red pass, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Snags it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Rides the back on the option to give. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. He breaks a tackle.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. On target. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Rifles it down the middle. It's caught. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hard running there. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll move the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He'll throw on third down. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
South Carolina, 7.
And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Touchdown, Missouri! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding it.
A shot toward the end zone, and that one's way too far for everybody.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Cameron. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
They'll go to the air. Now adjusting. Trying to barrel in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to barge in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And can you imagine the adrenaline and momentum boost you'd get from getting a touchdown on the final play of the half? Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
It's caught, and he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back in his 4-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Return is brought down at the 33, and your Missouri Tigers will take over.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback.
Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Crosses the 30, he's got a lead. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for space. It's Washington. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
Then try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run it to the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Got the back over the middle. Finding open areas. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That pass not close as he got drilled, tried to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On the run, it's Washington.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Inside the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
South Carolina, 7.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. This defense will try to keep everything in front. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but Man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got it. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday as we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Grab near the sticks. It's Cameron. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it on the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's late. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the...
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll set up to throw. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Oh, what a cut! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other.